Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jamie back for another Battlefield 3 video for you to enjoy. Today I have some PC footage of Gunmaster, which is a game type I don't play a big lot, but the video is only just a backdrop for a whole bunch of things I want to discuss with you. I picked up my new PC on Friday of last week. I had quite the day Saturday installing a whole bunch of software, and then I downloaded Battlefield 3. I thought I was going to wait for Battlefield Premium, but that didn't happen, so I spent the extra $40 to pick that up as well. And after Friday night playing on the PS3, after the boys called it quits for the night, I figured I would jump over to the PC, and to be honest with you, I had quite a few drinks with me, as I usually do on Friday night, and when I started to play the game, to be very honest with you, I was in awe of the graphics that this has to offer on the PC. It's quite different. The game looks absolutely amazing, is the only thing I can say. The first game I played was actually Conquest on Caspian Border, and besides the fact of not knowing how to use any of the controls, the mouse or anything like that, I was absolutely astonished by how wicked the game looked. And I remember when there was about 10 seconds left in the game, I ran over to the tower and I just basically stood there and watched it fall with my eyes open, saying, holy shit, this looks amazing. Because as you know, you don't get to witness that on the console, so it was a pretty cool moment for me. Very proud of buying my PC at that point. I actually have an i7 quad-core processor. I'm not much of a computer geek, to be honest with you, so I don't know much about this stuff. Just a really good friend of mine managed to piece this together for me. I told him what I was looking for. A lot of help from a lot of people giving me some advice on what I do and do not need, so I appreciate everybody for that. But the computer's working great. Now, when it comes to the controls for Battlefield, I got to tell you, I have a lot of work to do. I did buy a Death Adder gaming mouse from Razer, and I'm just using a standard keyboard that I have. It's actually just a Dell keyboard that I have with my old PC. And my biggest challenge, to be very honest with you, is the actual keyboard movement. You know, trying to figure what the key bindings are, where's the best place to have your fingers, because when you're used to using a controller for a very long time, the keyboard and mouse is a totally different situation, to say the least. Even elementary things for me, using the controller, like reloading your weapon, was just, you just do it so naturally that you don't even realize you're doing it. On PC, it's a challenge for me. I even have to take my eyes off the game, look at the keyboard, reload my weapon, and carry on. Then I have to find out where my hands are. They're back on the WASD, on the shift for your pinky. So it's a lot to get used to. It's taking time. I know my gameplay is suffering because of it, but I do feel I'm getting better. So on Saturday night, I had the opportunity to play with Colin, Nathy, and Ghost 6. They asked me what did I want to jump on a private server with them and work on some of my key bindings, mouse sensitivity, and just some general movement ideas, and how, just to give me some guidance on how things would go with PC gameplay. So of course I took the opportunity. We spent a bit of time, and after that I felt a little bit more confident about my gameplay, and I realized in gaming that confidence is all you need to be successful. I mean, if you're not confident in the way you play, then chances are you're really going to suck at the end of the day. And I even found that when I was playing console, that if I became not confident in the way a game was going, that things would go to shit very quickly. And I've been finding that with PC. I know I'm struggling, and sometimes I get a little bit frustrated because of that. But I feel that I'm getting better, and as I progress, it's becoming, I really am enjoying it. I got to be very, very honest with you. And I got to thank Colin and Nathy and Go6 for taking the time to show me a few things about PC gaming, some tips and tricks that they had that make them successful. But not everything that works for them is going to work for me. I know we discussed putting my switch to secondary button on my mouse wheel. You simply click the center mouse wheel to put it there, but I'm finding that when I do that, because I have my defibs on the roll back once to select your defibs or a gadget number 1 or 2, that a lot of times when I switch to my secondary, I'm pulling out my defibs and trying to smack somebody in the head with them, which is great if you can kill them, but that doesn't work very well. So, I might need to remap that and just see how that works. I will have a little short clip at the end of this video where you can see the key bindings that I have set right now. So if you guys want to discuss, what is the best key bindings that you guys work well for you guys, certainly leave a comment below and tell me, and I'll certainly take those into consideration as I try to mess around with different settings. And again, it's all about customization for what you enjoy yourself. And that's kind of one of the little perks with the PC, that you can kind of set your key bindings up to what makes you feel the most confident in your game. So, you know, that's a really cool thing. And before I forget, probably the biggest difference I'm finding on PC is the sensitivity. When I went into console gaming, I tried to keep my sensitivity down because when you move the sticks, obviously, you know, it's a little bit different to stay on target. So I find, I don't know how people play with this high sensitivity on console. I just can't do it. But on PC, it seems like you have more control with your gaming mouse, so even with the higher sensitivity. And I don't know if that's got to do with the mouse itself or how quickly the screen refreshes, because of course you do play with 60 frames per second in most cases. So, you know, I'm finding that quite different, and I find it quite useful that you can actually stay on target even though your sensitivity is higher. So, you know, as you become a better player, I can really see where you can kind of jump around a bit quicker. You can get the jump on your enemies. You can kind of spin around a little bit quicker. So I'm enjoying that. One tip that Colin gave me regarding my gaming mouse is make sure you can do a 360 in about 4 inches of horizontal movement. So that's a tip for you guys that Colin told me to set my mouse up with, and I tell you the sensitivity feels just perfect with that. And so I'm going to use that going forward, and hopefully I can have better aim than what I did on the console, which I know you're all thinking sucks shit anyway, so that won't take much of an improvement. And to get used to the higher sensitivity and faster gameplay on PC, I've been playing a shitload of close quarters, and of course with close quarters there are enemies absolutely everywhere, so you have to be very quick in your movements, and I'm trying to play a lot of that to, you know, get used to trying to switch and reload and use your movements on your keyboard and your mouse. And I'm hoping that when I go into the bigger maps, more open areas, that, you know, playing those more intense type games will help me with my movements in the bigger areas, if you guys kind of get what I'm saying there. And another thing I've noticed as well, you die freaking fast on PC. It's a matter, I don't know what the difference is, but on console you kind of have the feeling that you can get away from a firefight by simply turning around or dodging or taking cover. On PC, that is not the case. If you're getting shot at, you're dead, is the way it feels to me. And I don't know if you guys find that. Please leave a comment if you do. But, you know, there's certainly a little bit of a difference there about when you're engaged in a firefight. I guess it's the higher accuracy of the mouse, you could say, or something of that nature, but I don't know what it is. But it certainly takes a little bit of getting used to, that's for sure. So guys, be on the lookout for a ton of videos from me coming to your sub box. Now that I have a PC that I can actually edit in a timely fashion, should be able to get content up to you guys a lot more quickly, and that's going to include both console and PC footage. I am having a blast on the PC. I would like you guys to leave some feedback regarding the quality of the video, because I'm not 100% sure how to get that set up yet. I'm using DxTory, so that's a little bit different for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to rate the video. Don't forget to stick around to see the key bindings that I have set up and leave me some feedback on that. Because remember, I read every single comment and I try to reply to every single one of you guys, because without you guys my channel would not exist, and I think you guys are great. But for now, that's it for me. You guys take care, and we'll chat to everybody real soon.